Hey, everybody. So I get this question about 5 times a week. What is the best time to sell my home? So stay tuned right here and we will dive right into it. When is the best time to sell my home? Hey, everybody, welcome back. I'm Joe Benjamin with Great Life Colorado eXp Realty. So, just wanted to dive into this. It's a question that everybody asks: when is the best time to sell my home? So, we are looking right here at the RE Colorado Market Trends website. That's a tool that has all of the statistics from the Denver MLS. And let's just look at it statistically. So, before I even dive into the statistics, my answer for that question is: when is the best time to sell your home? My answer is when you need to sell your home. Because regardless of what the market is doing, if you need to make that move, make the move. If you hire a good real estate agent, they will navigate that market for you, get it listed, and get you the right price that you need for that house based on the market conditions. So if you need to make a move, and we'll make it happen for you. But if you're looking for the statistical answer, well, let's dive right into it. So right here at the top of the page, we have got the statistics as of January 2023. These are median prices, not average prices. So just take that into consideration. So right now, as of January 2023, we've had about 2,700 homes sold. The median price on or days on market is about 31, and the median price is 554,000. So average price and median is different. Median is exactly in the middle between the high and the low. Average is taking all of that out and dividing it by how many listings there were. So just so there's no confusion there. But let's look, you can kind of see what happened with this whole market shift that we're in the middle of and how we got there, really. So in 2019, that median price was around call it 400,000. We can see it kind of climb up. We dive into COVID. There's a little bit of a dip. Then things kind of open back up and there's this market frenzy. We can see as things right here, this dip, this is just that traditional holiday dip as we go into the holiday season of November 2020, and then things just go crazy all through 2021. Things sort of slow down a little bit during the summer, and then there's that hint of this coming to an end with a little bit of interest rate scare, and it goes all the way up to the top where it peaks at April of 2022, and then it starts to kind of fall off a cliff a little bit. But if you look, this cliff that we've fallen off is still well above where we started just a couple years ago. So even if things are declining a little bit, they're still significantly higher value-wise and equity-wise than we were back in just January 2019. So days in the MLS, we can kind of see this same trend happen. In February 19, we start off, it's about 25 to 30 days in the MLS. Things drop down May 2019. It really shortens. COVID happens. We're not allowed to go out and sell homes or do anything in person. And that peaks right about here where things are the scariest in COVID. Then we get permission to, with precautions, start selling houses again. There's a kind of artificially created fear of missing out and shortage. Days on market goes exceptionally low. The market explodes. Things continue. And now we get into 2022, interest rates spike, inflation really hits us hard. Things climb right back up to where they were in 2019. So we've gone through this whole cycle. And although it's showing about 30 days on market, it's really not that far off from the 27 days on market we had in 2019. So things aren't that crazy right now. We're just stabilizing back to where we were. Now, looking at this is really the whole point of this video. When is the best time to sell your house? Well, you want to sell your house when you have the advantage and the market is not oversaturated, but there's still a lot of interest in the market. So what I'd say is you don't want to be on either side of these peaks. You don't want to be right here at the very top because that's when there's the most amount of people. And you also don't want to be right here on the bottom either because when there's the least amount of people, there's also usually a lower amount of buyers just because of a couple of factors, both seasonal, both just sort of the social cycle that we're in with summer vacations, school calendars, just the way things work. So just our social cycle is really illustrated right here. So in the beginning of the year, people are starting to look as that summertime, springtime market kicks off, things really pick up. It peaks around midsummer, and then it comes all the way down, all the way into our holidays, and then it goes back and forth, back and forth. So we can see the same trends going up and down as we follow these last few years. So, my recommendation, if you are serious, you want to get in the best time to sell, I always recommend trying to hit that early spring cycle. So, you're going to come in right about here. So, December, people are in the holidays. You go into the new year, people start to look at it in January. And then between February, March, and April, things start to pick up. This is a little bit of an anomaly here, but we look right here February, March, and April, things start to pick up. That's where I think you should list your home because things are on the rise. More homes are hitting the market. Buyers are becoming excited. Sellers are being excited. And you get in on kind of that first wave of the seasonal sales cycle. You can still do very well if you come in here at the top or even on the way down, but the excitement for the sales season is right here in that beginning part of the year. That's typically, and I say typically because every year is different, where you're going to probably be able to get the fastest sale and also the highest priced sale. Not saying we can't do it the rest of the year, we certainly can, but just based on my experience and seeing what happens in the market, that's when you're going to probably have the easiest time doing it. As you kind of peak here at summer, two things happen. People start looking at the timeline and what they're doing, and the buyers start to drop off because right here, August, that's a big month because that's when kids go back to school. It doesn't mean that every homeowner or home seller has kids, but that's as a society kind of that end of summer mark, and we start moving into that fall season. Still a great time to sell all the way through. Probably August through September is a great time to sell because you're still catching all of those voluntary movers who don't have that same societal schedule that the people with kids and whatnot and are still kind of working through. But the best thing is that August through September timeframe, the temperatures start to cool off, the leaves look pretty, the houses look nice, and it's still sort of that almost the same thing as spring, but on the other end. It's just a nice time to sell. When things really start to fall off, though, is you're getting into your October, November, the temperature turns, things just aren't as aesthetically pleasing. The snow starts to fall, it gets cold. People just don't want to move in the winter. Moving is hard. It's even worse when there's snow and ice on the ground. Then we come into the holiday cycle. Things really cool off. People have got to deal with what type of thing they need to bring to side dish for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of the stress of the holidays. Things definitely fall off towards the end of the year. There's still people who have to move over Christmas. It happens every single year. There's closings every day of the year. So it happens. But then we start that cycle right back up. We go into January, things start to climb up at the beginning of spring. They peak out in June, July, and then they fall right back off. So again, just to reiterate and kind of recap my whole point here is don't sell at the top, don't sell at the bottom, but try to climb one of these climbing areas here or these slightly descending because you're going to, at both sections, you're not going to have an over or undersaturated market. It will be nice and balanced and you'll have a good advantage. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think and keep following me for more real estate tips and also great things to do here in Colorado. If you need anything at all, you can visit me at greatlifecolorado.com or here's my number. Feel free to reach out directly. Until then, thanks for watching and enjoy your great life here in Colorado. See ya.